Greetings everybody and welcome back to Daddy DeGrand, the Granddaddy plays Spirit Hunters Infinite Horde. We had a small update for this game and it's quite a nice one. There's a lot of things in here that make me feel very, very good about this game going on. We're gonna play as Vivian. We're gonna go for, I think, Leaf, because Leaf is just very good. And we're gonna see what kind of fun we can get ourselves into. We're gonna go for the Spine Dunes again, because that is a very difficult exploration, even though, to my joy, to my pure and unadulterated joy, it actually has gotten a few balance changes that should make the experience a whole lot more manageable. First of all, yes, I do take those cooldowns. As a shot this early on. I actually have some coins on my hand, which brings me to the first change. They actually added some notes to the skill grid that allows you to just start out with a handful of coins. And it's very good. It's very nice because now those early shops, you can actually make them work. And you can also just get an early reroll. And if you just see something that you absolutely do not want at all. I'm gonna go for bow again. Bow is always fun. Apparently the last run showed that bow was not strong enough yet. Or I should probably say arrow. So they actually reduced the cooldown a little bit further. So maybe we can push it even down harder. We can't sadly afford this one. We can get this one who digs for loot. That might be decent. Might actually give us a few HP every now and then. So thanks for that. And now we're gonna keep on moving on. We want to see more chests. We want to see more shops. And maybe even a few cages here. That would make me very happy. Grant Hex has gotten a small buff as well, but it's a very small, barely noticeable one. So I don't think I want that. Let's go for Spears. Spears is always nice to have. I don't know what it is about Spears, but I feel like I have a nostalgic, romantic feeling about them. Maybe because they have been one of the first abilities we ever had. They are such a nice, strong, and stable ability to have. But they're not that strong. Like, they are not a crazy single-target DPS machine. They're not hyper-reliable. But they are reliable enough to make you feel good about them. I don't know, there's just something feel-goodish about them. Let's take a little bit of extra damage on this. I want to be able to deal more than 10 damage in one fell swing. I'm gonna go for a reroll in here because I don't really like the options there. But these options, even more damage, sure. I'm mostly looking for cooldown reduction and size on those. I want those swipes to hit basically the entire area. I actually don't know if they can grow that big, but if they could, wouldn't that be fun? I think so. More damage on the arrow. So initially I didn't want to go for the arrow. And reason for that is we already went pretty hard on that on the last episode. But I have plenty good reason to go for it again. First of all, according to the patch notes, the final boss has gotten buffed a little bit. Because people, apparently, I don't know which people, but apparently some people were having a little bit too much of an easy time taking him down. But, yeah, I think I said that earlier. The bow actually has gotten buffed a little bit, so we might as well see if we can get some extra crazy stuff going on with that in here. That'll be very nice. So another thing that you might have noticed already, we now have 4 choices every time we get a level up. That should be a great help in terms of getting the build that you want somewhat consistently. And that makes me very happy. That makes me really happy. Get some extra size on those bow shots in here. That's gonna be good too. And one more thing that you've probably noticed that makes me super happy. Those Bombermans over there, they're actually not just outright murdering me anymore. They have gotten a few nerfs. They are now a little bit less fast. Their explosions have less of a radius, and they also deal less damage. Very good changes because I think they were pretty overtilled before. They were very overtilled before. But now I think we are in a pretty decent place. I don't really want any of these though. Let's get more damage on this. That makes me happy. And here is another chest. There was also a chest to the right and a cage. That might be an honest to god amazing friend to join our adventure. At least I would love to see it. Thanks for that spear damage, actually taking out exactly the Bomberman that was standing in my way there. More size on the arrows, it's very good. We want to make them as big and beefy as we can. Ah, damn, this looks like it is a bit of a dead end. How do we get to that shop? How do we get to that shop? Probably to the left then. set. I'm really also looking forward to just get there fast. We have a decent amount of money in here. And more than enough reason to go hard on spending it. There should be... Okay, there's a skull. That means that we can now move around this spot. Towards the cage and towards the shop. Hopefully it's gonna be worth our while. Hopefully there's gonna be something amazing waiting for us in there. Something or someone or both. More size on those swings. Beautiful. There it is. We're gonna open this one up before we're gonna go into the shop, and hopefully... I would love to have faster chest opening. That's just one of my favorite companions in this game. Just because how important chests are for overall growth potential. Magnet range... I mean, that's also good. That's also pretty nice. Let's just take the Bone Shot. Bone Shot probably the last ability they have to fully upgrade. And it's not because I dislike the ability, because as a matter of fact, I really do. It's one of my favorites. But it's hard to update because of how expensive all the updates for it are. Some mitigation, yes, I'm gonna buy it. And I'm also gonna buy this. And we actually lost quite a bit of HP. So, to keep us in the game, we take this too. There's a Flame Bat. Big nasty flame bat. We do not mind. We do not. Yeah, as you can see, you can get this cooldown very low, very fast. We still have a lot of time on the clock. Maybe we can get that. That would be great. We would have a lot of high single target damage in here. That would be pretty cool if nothing else. So I'm pretty sure that boss explodes if he touches me. So we should make a point out of not getting touched. And we should also make a point out of picking up this extra cooldown reduction in here. A lot of people argue that the Scythe, this cleave attack, is one of the strongest in the game. And I can see why. For some characters more than for others. I can absolutely see why. If we get a lot of good updates on it, it can be a nice all-purpose tool for all intents and purposes. It can deal pretty satisfactory damage to a pretty decent area of enemies. But even if you take that away, the damage is still relevant enough to matter in a single target DPS context. It's not gonna outdamage an arrow or a shuriken in that regard, of course it won't. But it's still sizable and noticeable. And I guess that is more than I can say for plenty of other things in this world. Speak of the devil, more cooldown on the bow. So I think previously the final boss only had like 6,000 HP. I don't know how much he has now, I'm not sure. But whatever number that it's going to be, I think if we keep on our farm game like this and keep on growing strong very fast, we should be fine. We should be absolutely splendidly famously fine in here. Now, come up in here. Come on. Come on. Now, what do we want in here? I mean, guess extra damage is kind of nice. But I think we can do better. And we can do better. Cooldown reductions on the bows. Yes. I still would prefer at this point actually build up the cleave a bit more. But as long as it's something that I absolutely want in my life, in my build in here, I'm gonna be happy. And I can tell that fourth choice has been doing wonders for us. Sometimes at this point I've been already busy rerolling like crazy. Not now. Not right here. So we have to keep on moving. We have to keep on moving because we want to open up all these chests. More damage, yeah. More damage from the bow. I don't mind much for crit chance. It's a pretty good stat, don't get me wrong. But I think just getting that raw damage is also going to serve us nicely. Maybe after a certain threshold, the crits will become a bit more interesting for us again. But right now, not that interested in. As long as we can kill most enemies in one shot, man. That is all good to us. Now there's more cooldown on the swipe. That's neat. That's pretty much my priority right now. Swipe first, then bow, then bone shot. I actually have the bow and the swipe fully maxed out, while I'm still basically missing all the updates on the bone shot. But I think the bone shot will still keep itself relevant, because if you get all the cooldowns on it, it's gonna be very good. Now, who's next? Where's next? What is next? When is next? There's a shop. That's a good next to go for, I think. Also heard that roar. Where's my boss man? Where is my boss man? There he is. There's a big NATO. There's a big greenish NATO, I guess. Let's go for the cooldown reduction in here. So it still fires pretty slowly, despite us having gotten so many cooldown reductions on it already. But you know how this works. The deeper you go on the cooldown reductions, the higher the impact it will have in the later stages. So, I'm gonna keep on rolling in here. Of course I do, because of course I do. So by the time we have the cooldown reductions all maxed out, we should be attacking crazy, crazy fast. There we go. Thank you kindly for all that. We don't care for the crystals though. We're just gonna skip past that mine very fast. I guess we take some damage on it. Just so it is actually relevant. There's so many shops close to me though. Damn. We have some money on hand, so I guess we're gonna enter at least one of them. But before we do, we're gonna go and check this friend box. Not quite sure what I really want to have. There's a lot of things I do want to have, but I don't know what it is that I want the most. It is none of these. That much I can tell you. It was really none of these. But I take it anyway. Thank you very much. Let's go for the shop. Would have preferred faster chest opening, but I guess that was too much to be asked. Got a bunch of experience though. Thank you kindly. And yeah, now we're getting into the good territory. 0.3 seconds. Now the changes become very noticeable, don't they? Imagine the change if we go from 0.3 down to 0.2. Imagine we go down from 0.2 to 0.1. Imagine. Do I dare say it? Going down from 0.1 to 0. Well, I actually don't know if it will go down to 0.0. But I would love to imagine it would. Let's take the range. It's not that great, but we take it anyway. One more chest for the road. We know that there's a shop to the left open still, so maybe just go there. Use that financial power we just got to our advantage. I don't care for the crystals. I really, really don't care for the crystals. I actually had some things to spend them on in this update, so that made me pretty happy. But with all that being said and done, I really don't care for crystals right now. I still have over 9,000 somewhere. These guys actually still need to kill for a perk that I really, really want. But we're gonna see more of them later down the line. Of that, I am certain. Another chest. Hell yeah. Gimme, 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 gimme. Wasn't there a shop above us as well somewhere? I feel like there was. There's a blue bee. Or horn, or whatever you want to call it. It's gonna fly towards me. We're gonna swat it down with a bunch of arrows. Easy money. Easiest money of my life. So now these rerolls have gotten pretty expensive, so we should probably just take whenever something seems remotely useful. Alright, shop time. We have almost 1,000 coins. We're gonna make them count to the highest degree. Still not caring at all for the mines. Thank you very much. But this does bring a smile to my face. Hell yeah. Now we have all the friends that we need. So the next time we see a shop, he won't offer any more friends. Instead, he might offer us more resources. I'm especially looking out for runes because they are needed in very high quantities. And I still have a lot of things that I really want to buy with them. So the more we can get of those, the better. I'm going to open that chest in a moment. There was a huge wave coming our way. I just wanted to swipe it away to grab the experience. Another shop. That man really wants to earn his money right now, doesn't he? Okay, now you can see, right? That was a huge swing going from basically, okay, that's a pretty okay fire rate on the bows, now to firing crazy fast. I'm actually not sure. Do we still have another update in for us for that one? I certainly hope that we do. Let me see, where's the bow? Yeah, there should still be one. Well, there it is! Down to 0. Look at that stream of bones. Oh my days, the boss is gonna have a really rough time with us today. Still 5 minutes left in here. We still want to make the bow all that fast. And there we go. Got some runes. Get some runes. And I wanted to buy these two. Thank you very much. And goodbye. Yes. Are you the that noise the bones make? I can't roll my tongue that fast. I mean, I really can't do that at all. I used to have a Spanish girl I used to go to school with. And she was crazy in that regard. She could roll that R like the best of them. And I actually looked at how she did it. It was not creepy at all, I promise. And when I try to roll the R, it kind of happens with the back of the tongue. But when she does it with the tip of the tongue somehow. And I have no idea how that voodoo magic is working. Because when I try it, it kind of sounds like... Yeah, that's what it sounds like. It's embarrassing. It's honest to God embarrassing. I'm feeling very bad now for myself. Okay, these natives are actually ruining my day right now, but this friend over here giving me even faster chest opening speed. That's beautiful. It's everything I wanted, and there's another chest. Keep him coming. Look how fast this is. Oh, that brings a smile to my face. There's also some more upgrades on the skill grid where you can get faster opening speed. Definitely worth investing as well, especially early on when they are fairly cheap. But the ones I still have open, they have gotten quite pricey. For all intents and purposes, he died so fast. Couldn't even get my bones all the way into range, sadly. But that's fine, gimme. So I think at this point, when the final boss spawns in, no matter what they did to him, we should be fine. We have a lot of single target damage right now. We should be extra fine in here. Give it extra damage in there. Yeah, it just looks hilarious. I actually look like a bow now, don't I? With all those bones coming out to my side. I really dig it. I dig it indeed. And yeah, the swipes also coming along nicely. I don't think we have a lot of cooldown reductions left in them. Well, they've been doing pretty much what I want them to. They kinda segue me through the early game, safely into the later stages of the game, where we are now able to just explore to our heart's content. Still get a little bit of farm done, and as you can see, we are still not done. The swipes, I think we can get down to 0.3 or so. So we haven't really seen the best out of that one yet. Maybe later down the line. For the moment, there's a fire bat. I think we've seen one of those before. I'm actually not sure. I'm not entirely sure, but I don't mind, as long as the rewards are good. We're gonna see at least one more boss before the final tornado guy spawns in again, and we are going to be ready for it. Let's get the crits on this. Maybe a lot of extra range on the bones would have also been nice. Because right now we really have to get very close to our enemies. Oh man, if we can get the boss to stand right above us, that would be the dream. That would be the dream, because then we can get the damage from both the bones and the arrow on him. That would be hilariously powerful. Oh man, I actually can't wait to see him melt away in front of us. I do think we can just skip out on this chest, because it will take a lot of time. We already have maxed out chest opening speed, and those will be even better for us. 0 on the arrow as well. That is what I wanted to show you in the last run, and now we realize it. Do you see that? There's not a bow and arrow anymore. It's a goddamn tool of honest to God hyper destruction. Yeah, that boss. When we see that boss, he's gonna go down. Doesn't matter how many HP he brings, doesn't matter how many goons he brings, he's going to fall. He's gonna fall hard. There's another chest up in there. I want to go grab that too, if we can. Can I? I can. Good. That makes me quite happy. Let's go. Attack size increase on the bow and arrow. And another boss. That's the last one. There's also a chest. There's also 2 chests. And of course the boss chest. Very nice. And we get even more cooldown reduction. I think that's the last run, right? Let me check. There is... Yeah, that was the last one. Oh yeah, you can see 0.3 seconds on that swipe. We haven't gotten that hard on the damage or the size, not as much as I would have liked to, but it's very size. We can reduce the cooldown this even further. I am not sure if that did anything. Minus 0.15. Oh, minus 0.15. Yes, that's right. Cooldown on the bow and arrow. I have no idea. I have no idea where that goes. The devs on the Discord said that they were trying to... It can get even lower? What? Oh, we didn't even reach it down to... That's so weird. Yeah, the devs said they are looking into ways to make cooldown reduction a little bit more stable, but also more fun and exciting, a little bit more balanced. Because right now it's in a very weird state, where the early CDR ranks just don't do anything. Or at least that's what it feels like. But then the later stages... I mean, you see what we're working with, right? You see what we're cooking with in here, right? And it's also not all weapons that actually can get to this point. It's only a handful that can go this trigger crazy, and we are just in the very lucky situation to have built a run like this. Only have a handful of seconds left. I actually need still a few of these brutes for a perk that I really don't want to buy. So we should see to it that these guys are properly disposed of. I don't think I need that many more of them. So I think the ones that we can see on screen right now should suffice. And yeah, we only have 10 seconds left on the clock, so I think there is only so much we can do by further exploring on. So we might as well just do a little bit of constructive genocide in here. That is never a smart thing to say. Alright, boss man, show yourself. Where are you? There you are, there you are. Oh, he's positioning himself perfectly. His HP is melting. I didn't even see how much he had. I think it was over 7,000 though. He's gonna go down. Not gonna lie, he lasted longer than I thought he would, despite this single target damage we were rocking in here. But it was a very smooth going, and I liked it. I liked it a lot. Got a lot of resources in here. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. Guys, thanks for watching. There's the skill grid. I actually wanted to buy this one over here. More rune drops because I need them. I need them. I have 7,400 something right now. I can buy... I mean, to give you some perspective, what's expensive? 10,000 for an extra tornado. Yeah, we're gonna have to do a lot of farming here. Some are affordable, not all of them. Some are actually rather cheap, but not that impactful, like this one over here. I don't have any use for that mining speed. But we're gonna get there in time. Guys, thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video, but until then, have the greatest of days, and please do stay as awesome as you are.